Come on. Come on.
Put your emojis together for Auntie Miracle B.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. What a wonderful Friday. TGIL, thank God it's Friday. Well, I am here today to give you my first episode of Master Bytch Theater. And I'm going to recite the Sarah Boone jail letters. Now, I don't know the exact order because I'm just now coming into Sarah Boone and I'm pulling a lot of letters offline. So I'm having a difficult time reading them. So that's why I don't have them in like chronological order. So as I come on them will be the ones that I read for you guys. All right, well, let me get everything set up here and I will begin reading Master Bytch Theater. I'll be reading this delusional Sarah Boone. And she's one of the most delusional hoes I have ever seen. And let me cut this down here. I got it pulled up here. Oh, there we go. Let me make this bigger here. All right, there we go. All right. So this letter is dated 5/15/23. And it's referred to Judge Wayne C. Wooten. Perspective. Merriam-Webster's dictionary. I wonder how many people are going to actually look up the definition to see if it's the same. I wonder also how many website hits the word perspective will get. Definition. Definition 1. The science of painting or drawing so that objects represented have apparent depth and distance. 2. The aspect in which a subject or its parts are mentally viewed, a view of things as objects or events, and their true relationship or relative importance. Please review so everyone has a clearer, better understanding of my continued concerns, hindrances, questions, and frustrations with the justice system, and the solid, absolute remissions of my case in the due process of I am and have been waiting very patiently and maintaining what I can since no one else has or will, it seems, and I feel at this point. 6 attorneys later, 39 months, almost 3.5 years, which I will make, and not by choice. I need to make all aware of my immense struggle with the extreme mismanagement of my case today. Let's look at the bigger picture or perspective to get a better view of what I've had more than enough time to see and realize. I'm hoping by doing so, eyes can finally be opened and very overdue. Longed for progress and finalization can be had. The growing mass of ignorance. Hold on, let me get to the next page. Ignorance, manipulation, slander, and advantageous gain must stop. My truth needs to be heard, and it is my right. Do not give me rights expecting me not to fully utilize them. I voted for the president and governor while here in jail and stop violating what I've been trying to utilize or lessen the value of my capabilities and opportunities. I am not apologetic in any way for being an observant, hardworking, above average, non-stereotypical inmate. I can only imagine, sadly, how others, not as outspoken as myself, have been and are being mistreated, overlooked, and dehumanized. Get it together. Judge Wayne C. Wooten. At what point do you evaluate and intercede in a case to make sure there's proper advancement, regular communication between attorney and client, ethical treatment of client is being upheld, timeframes are being met, etc.? Clearly you know of and have known of the prolongation of my difficulties from your comments regarding my letters, but with no intervention from you to change anything for a better, less problematic process. You've told me in the past when I've tried to voice my legitimate concerns to you in the courtroom 5 times total in 3.3 years, and in my letters to save it for my next attorney. Why if told anything at all? Do you tell your honor which attorney? I'm on my 6th, whom I have not seen in person for over another 3-month period. That's 12 weeks and 89 days and counting. Frank J. Bankowitz has been appointed as my attorney by the court to, air quotes, represent me in my case, and has been for 10 months and counting. Total approximate hours of representation, 7,200 total times attorney met with client, Sarah Boone. 6 phone numbers given to client by attorney. 2 phone calls answered. Phone calls answered from client by attorney, 0. Outside source and calling attorney on behalf of client, 3. Phone calls, emails, voicemails answered by attorney, 0. Letters client sent to attorney trying to communicate, 7. Letters defendant/client sent to judge trying to communicate, animate attorney in unsuccessfulness, 5. 15-minute video visits between attorney and client, 3. Attended court dates scheduled, 2. One was an attempted withdrawal, the other on allowance to finally be included in my PTC, which was the same information carried over from all the others. Now what? What are you allowing/enabling my constitutional rights to be continuously violated? History lesson for everyone. First Amendment, Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, Sixth Amendment, Eighth Amendment, 14th Amendment. Why am I being judged for my legitimate letters I write in order to know the status of my case or attorney, and how much longer before something substantial occurs in the progress of 3.3 years later, other than inappropriate prejudgments being made due to the excessive amount of my case information online, bigger and meaner fabrications of my case, sensitive details in which I have not seen, and even greater, mind-numbing, one-sided ignorance. If I didn't write my letters, would you or anyone be aware of all my rightful concerns? Still and ongoing is a perpetual question mark over defendant's head, the norm during a case due to inactivity, no communication, no help or intervention or answer being given by anyone in the justice system. Honestly, what has been done about or with any of my letters other than being scanned, uploaded incorrectly? I made sure to correct so everyone is up to speed on my case status. Unfortunately, it is all I have to report at this time. Number 4, why are you allowing numerous case safety and protection elements to be breached, violated, manipulated? Why has a gag order never been implemented? My case has turned into an unnecessary witch hunt from the innumerable violations of my case details being leaked and racketeered illegally in exchange for website hits, viewer ratings, etc., in exchange for money. $, $. What is your cut, Your Honor? You choose who knows what, where, and how in your courtroom? When did court minutes become live? Are you the one who authorizes the upload to the internet? It's all about how much rather than how did it happen, no matter the destruction caused in the meantime, and it's irreparable. It's not even about the suitcase anymore. My case is now a global event with a video receiving over 3 million hits depending on the website, in turn making me realize that that's over 3 million less unprejudiced, unbiased, non-discriminatory, fair jurors I will have access to on my case. How is that going to work? Now what? Number 5, factoring important private details should not be made ready and available for the world to know about before I, the defendant, does correct. This is wrong, unconstitutional, unfair, and not how justice, air quotes, justice, is supposed to work for anyone. I'm tired of having motives attributed to me that are unreal, assumed, and inappropriate. This is not legal. Number 6, this is what a trial is for, correct? Number 7, at this point, what can even be rightfully suppressed in my case? Once you ring the bell, it cannot be unrung. It's always been heard and seen. I don't even know where the bell is or who's ringing it. Number 8, when do I, the main component in my case, actually get to know, see, hear everything everyone else already has? When am I going to be included also? Number 9, when is the next status hearing? You stated it would happen before my PTC 7/11/23. My attorney's 1-year mark, am I included? Number 10, what else can I do to ensure the productivity, communication, incorruptibility, appropriation, and intellectualism of my case? It is my right to know so I can begin or continue for true progress of any kind to finally be succeeded. Attorney J. Bankowitz, where are you? Our last in-person was February 15th, 2023, 3 months ago. Number 2, when is our next meeting? Remember, please, there are still time-sensitive matters pressing. FYI, in the 10 months of your representation, here are the six meeting dates which have occurred so you can see prospectively the massive time gaps in between while I have been sitting eagerly, waiting, wondering. So going back to 2022, July the 14th, August the 2nd, August 22nd, September, October, November, December. 2023, January 20th, February 3rd, February the 15th, nothing in March, April, or May to date. Why aren't you fixing either of the 2 phone numbers you gave me upon your appointment back in July 11, 2022? Every time I ask you about, it's a different excuse. Much progress can be had in a very expeditious manner if completed. Why has it not almost a year later? Why do you keep telling me to call when you know they don't work? As said before, public defenders answer their calls and reply to mail. Why are you unable or unwilling? See the difference in what make? Number 4, our agreement made from one of my letters I wrote earlier this year after not hearing from you in a solid 5 months. 5 months prior was to connect every 2 weeks with or without any significant progress. Why have you not been upholding this agreement, even in a 15 video visit? Remember, a phone call is another option and not as difficult technologically. A working number is needed, just one. Number 5, what are your anticipated dates of completion for anything already discussed and will eventually? When do you actually show up for an in-person scheduled meeting? There are 1,000 little fires needing to be put out. You're holding the fire hose. Please see from my perspective the botched, eye-rolling experience I'm going through still, and how I believe anyone would act or do if in my slides, air quotes, doing the same. What would you do? Do not fault me in trying to make the best, most successful outcome possible for myself in every aspect in the convoluted predicament I am in and have been in over the last 3.3 years. I would rather be called a narcissist, pain in the ass, arrogant, strange, or whatever else anyone wants to waste their time to think of. Just don't call me a murderer, which I am not. No one knows me except for the ludicrous insanity that's been made up, mocked, edited, and spewed all over the internet. It's not me. I'm hoping and praying my highly anticipated day will come, whenever that will be. It's God's timing. I continue to wait, smiling. At least everyone will know I'm not sitting around eating bonbons, watching soap operas. Application is the product of the lesson. Give me my chance appropriately, correctly, and fairly in court. Unfortunately, my perspective of our, air quotes, justice system is incredibly dim and dull. I hope my very overdue blinding light has shone brightly for all to see a glimpse of how it really works, air quotes, and being a, air quotes, system. We all have to work together to function in unison. Please help see the difference I'm trying to be and make. Waiting and wondering, keeping it real. Now what? Sarah Boone, number 2005623, FDC, P.O. Box 4970, Orlando 32802. I hope that you guys have enjoyed my Master Bitch theater of the deluded, of the crazy, of the narcissistic, of the childish, of the loser, Sarah Boone. Until next time, good peoples, you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I hope you've enjoyed my Master Bitch theater. And one more thing, and that is drums, please.
Come on. Come on.
Put your emojis together for Auntie Miracle B.
Lord, that's the wrong one. Hold on. I'm gonna do this one. It's a new one.
Lie, girl boss. Pretty girl behave, lie. Lie, girl boss. Lie, girl boss. Girl boss. Lie, girl boss. Lie, girl boss. They want me dead, they want me dead. They want me dead, they want me dead. They want me dead, they want me dead. They want me dead, they want